Greetings, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland, the person who always angles the selfie stick such that you can see it. How about that? Okay, I'll move it again. Anyway, here I'm in Moscow, outside Novodevichy Convent. It's often mistranslated as monastery. There are nuns in there rather than monks, which is why one ought to say convent. It was built in the 16th century as a fortress. And if you circumambulate it, you shall see from the height and the thickness of the walls that it really was a fortress. Obviously subsequently turned into a place for nuns to live, and they have a renowned choir in there. They don't get out very much, these Orthodox nuns. They sometimes wear high hats under their black cowls, I suppose I can call them, habits. And Orthodox nuns almost invariably wear black, not other colours, as one sees amongst Catholic nuns or even Anglican nuns. So it's a huge complex, and you can pay to go in there. Towards the rear of it is Novodevichy Cemetery, and in Russian imperial times, Soviet times, and indeed to this day, it's one down from the Kremlin Wall necropolis as a place to be interred. Indeed, nobody's been buried in the Kremlin Wall since about 1986. Boris Yeltsin is buried here at Novodevichy, a bit behind the convent, and various renowned composers and celebrated writers and so forth also find eternal rest in that cemetery. So it's well worth visiting the convent and indeed the cemetery. And you can see why it was a fortress. Well, not that obvious. We're on a bit of a rise above the Moscow River, and we're about 3 miles east of the Kremlin, so it was commanding a meander in the river. Got the river on three sides for defense. Behind me, those skyscrapers, that's Moscow City, as in it's known by the English words Moscow City. It's the financial district, built since the millennium. Anyway, this place here closes at 5 o'clock, so make sure you come in good time. There's extensive reconstruction going on right now. So Yeltsin wasn't laid to rest in the Kremlin Wall necropolis, I suppose because he was an anti-communist, and they're all communists who are put to rest there. But he was a highly controversial figure towards the end, so some would have objected. Gorbachev, when he's called his reward, will no doubt be interred behind me. Perhaps nobody will ever be buried in the Kremlin Wall necropolis again. Anyway, I shall switch it off.